So there is that sort of pirate radio, but that's not the sort of pirate radio that we're talking about, because even though you're in that scene now, you were in that scene back in the 60s when it was on a ship. Yeah, it was. That was an extraordinary concept. You know, a lot's been said about Radio Caroline. We don't need to go over the sort of hilarious stories about, vomit and avoiding capture, and that time when the pirates took them to the Enchanted Lagoon and they sang the song with the octopus and things. It's all been gone over. I don't remember that incident. Well, should we hear a little bit of Radio Caroline? Yeah. The sort of broadcasting that went out there. And this is one of their, it was a sales advert, isn't it? Yeah.
Bang on target with Caroline Sales. Sell on Radio Caroline now and count the profits later. Caroline can sell your business, your service, to millions for as little as £10 a time. Radio Caroline reaches people all hours of the day, at home, at work, in the car. They'll hear your message. They'll buy your product. Sell on Radio Caroline now. Contact Caroline Sales, 6 Chesterfield Gardens, London, West 1. Ring Hyde Park, 9721.
So an extract there from Radio Caroline. That was a sales, trying to get people to advertise.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, because of course that was the only revenue that they could make, apart from some dredging work. They'd sort of dump him off the side with a plank of wood on a rope, and he'd sort of scoop up muck. He liked it. He loved the work.
Yes. Well, the next track you've chosen, an interesting one. It's John Wayne.
The Duchess. The Duke.
The Duke, I think, really. Yes.
He's in private. He was the Duchess.
But he was always known as the Duke, wasn't he, in the movies?
Yeah, well, he is a man filled with conflict. In public, he was nicknamed the Duke. In private, always liked to be called the Duchess. Stage name, John Wayne. Very manly, very masculine. Real name, Marion.
Marion, yes.
A man filled with conflict that I don't think he ever fully reconciled. He always said that there was no greater honor or glory for a man than to send somebody else off to get blown to pieces in a war.
Yes.
And that's something he did with tremendous success. There's a song here perhaps you could play and will sort of illustrate my point.
This is John Wayne performing An American Boy.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Our son was born so long ago, yet it seems like yesterday that I stood in awe before his crib and heard that doctor say, "You've quite a boy there, Mr. Jones." I could only answer with a nod, for in his very being there, I saw the miracle of God. I won't forget that September day when he entered senior high. He had an air of great excitement, but he left home with a sigh. He came back that afternoon and gave us some puzzled looks. "Wow," he said, "this school is tough. Look at all these books." "Choice is yours," his mother said. "You can pick the easy way. What you put into life, you'll get out of it. Each man pays his price one day." He looked up, and then he smiled. I saw he'd lost his gloom. He said, "I better look at these." Headed for his room, he chose responsibility. He stood in the doorway yesterday, put out a strong right hand. I held back tears at the uniform he wore to protect his land. I shook his hand. His mother cried, "Son, why couldn't you wait?" Embracing her, he softly said, "Mom, we all did. It'd be too late." I promise I'll go back to school when I've met my obligation for you, my friends, my girl, my school, and most of all this nation. I'll do all I can out there, for I know you'll both be trying to make everyone you know aware we gotta keep Old Glory flying. And then his mother straightened up. With a smile to hide a tear, she said, "We're both so proud of you. We'll feel lost without you here. Someday you'll know what this moment means when your boy shakes your hand and you watch him as he walks away the day he becomes a man."